Coming up, COVID-19 cases skyrocket across the country.
And later, Hawkeye football hopes for their first win this weekend.
Welcome to DITV Now, your flash update on all the biggest headlines coming out of the Daily Iowa newsroom. I'm your host, Shivan Shahuja.
And I'm DITV Sports Director, Kate Overton.
The United States set a new record for COVID-19 cases on Thursday. 102,831 new positive cases of COVID-19 were reported in 24 hours. This is not due to an increase of testing. New cases increased 21%, but testing volume only increased by 4.52%. This growth in cases has mostly come from small gatherings.
And as the weather changes and more of our activities move indoors, I'm asking you to take additional precautions and carefully consider whether certain events are worth the risk that they could present for you or someone you love.
Yesterday was Governor Kim Reynolds' first press conference since October 7th. In it, Reynolds said that hospitals cannot keep up with the current rate of hospitalizations. Governor Reynolds is confident Iowa will have enough testing. Despite this rise in cases, she has not issued a statewide mask mandate.
Financial losses from COVID-19 are causing Mercy Iowa City to lay off 29 employees. This will go in effect beginning November 21st. Mercy gave a 60-day notice to those affected. The Iowa layoff notification law requires at least a 30-day notice. The extended notice allowed the Mercy employees to receive pay while looking for a new job. Mercy Iowa City released a statement saying that the positions affected are not from one unit and come from a variety of non-specific areas in the hospital.
5 states are still counting votes for the presidential race, and we won't get all the results today. Ethics and Politics editor Julia Shanahan has more.
While Iowa prevailed with election results on Tuesday night, we're still waiting on key battleground states to finish counting mail-in ballots and to declare a winner. Joe Biden is currently leading the Electoral College count, and some news outlets are reporting Biden with 253 votes, while others are reporting 264, depending on projections in Arizona. Once Arizona is officially called for Biden, he would only need Nevada in order to reach 270 electoral votes. States like Pennsylvania will likely be counting mail-in ballots into Friday, and as of Thursday night, Georgia, North Carolina, and Nevada and Pennsylvania have to be called. While President Trump has falsely claimed victory via Twitter, the high influx of mail-in ballots are still being counted, and we likely won't have a winner until the weekend. Keep checking back in with the Daily Iowan as results roll in from across the country.
Tomorrow afternoon, the Iowa Hawkeyes are back in Kinnick and are looking for their first win of the season against Michigan State. The Hawkeyes haven't been 0-2 since the year 2000. And yes, there were no non-conference games this year, but an 0-3 start for Iowa would have a lot of people upset. It's going to be a tough task as the Spartans are coming off of a big win over their in-state rivals Michigan last week. Now, a lot of pressure seems to be on the sophomore QB Spencer Petras. He's missed a lot of throws and has had a couple of costly turnovers in the first 2 weeks, but the team isn't giving up on him.
Spencer's a competitor, so of course he's going to be hard on himself. Just like the whole team, we got to push through these 2 losses. Spencer's been great. He's been positive, been a leader, and we expect nothing less from him.
The Hawkeyes have had a pretty solid defense this season. They've created turnovers and gotten stops, but they won't be satisfied until they can get the win.
The 0-2, that's tough in anything, and especially in football when we have a shortened season. 2 back-to-back losses hurt, and I feel like we're just practice is crucial now as it is every year and every week. We're just going out and bringing intensity and trying to play our best.
One area that Iowa has excelled in this year is the special teams. Freshman punter Tory Taylor came to Iowa from Australia to play football for the first time in the middle of a pandemic.
It all happened pretty quickly. I was sitting in my room at home, and then on a Thursday night, and my coach back home in Australia rang me and just said, "Oh, you're gonna be leaving this weekend." So I had to quarantine up in Sydney for a couple of weeks, and then got the plane over here. Purdue was the first time that I'd ever stepped foot on a football stadium. So yeah, it was certainly quite the experience, even without fans. I didn't actually realise how big the stadiums were.
Taylor was part of Pro Kick Australia, where they train punters and kickers for American football. Be on the lookout for Taylor at Kinnick Stadium tomorrow. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. Central Time, and we will have all the post-game coverage right here on Monday.
Take a break from waiting for election results to enjoy the sunshine. Today will be 75 and a low of 51, and this beautiful weather will stay all through the weekend, with a high of 71 and a low of 54 on Saturday, and a high of 74 and low of 59 on Sunday. So go catch some rays.
Thank you for tuning in to DITV Now.
Tune in next week for the latest from the University of Iowa, Iowa City, and Hawkeye Nation. From Iowa City, I'm Shivan Chahuja.
And I'm Kate Overton. Have a great weekend.